Hey, how's it going? Today's Sunday. We're continuing taking a look at some of the companies within the market which potentially would have a lot of work, right? So if those companies would have a lot of work, th that should in return perhaps would increase. I don't know. I don't know. So there's a potential there. Who can predict the future, right? So let's take a look at next company and let's do a deep dive into the next company. This time we're gonna be taking a look at the Italian company, uh, which is called Leonardo, and what this company does. Leonardo is a global industrial group that builds technological capabilities in aerospace, defense, and security. The previous company, I'm not entirely sure if they did anything with aerospace, so that's a difference. You yourself, I highly recommend to do your own research before doing anything, right? This video is for education and entertainment purposes only. Uh, nothing more, nothing less, right? Do your own research. But previous company, I don't think it did anything with aerospace, right? Core competence would be in comparison if we compare apples to oranges, right? This company is more focused on aerospace, defense, and security. The company plays a prominent role in major international strategic programs, and it's a trusted technological partner of governments, defense agencies, institutions, and enterprises. Let's take a look at some of the financial information and overall performance. I'm taking all this information from company's website, so it should be accurate, right? Most of the time it's accurate, but either way, I don't know who have published this information on the company's website, even though this is where I'm taking this information from. This data, financial data, is going to be from 2022, and company generated 14.7 billion euros since it's company based in Italy, right? 37.5 billion overall portfolio, 17.3 billion in orders, operates or has network of commercial partners over 150 countries, different countries, has sites in 105 different countries, uh, over 10.5 thousand different suppliers, but if that matters. If anything, companies established, so we have been done business for quite some time, if anything. If that's actually how many suppliers, if that matters, right? So hopefully we can fulfill orders, I guess. 2 billion investment in research and development. So we are highly looking to improve existing markets, as well as I haven't found this information about other companies, but either way, and 51,000 or over 51,000 people worldwide working for a company, which is great. We have large pool of human capital, right? When it comes to perhaps the developing and working in different projects. If anything, as different areas of or markets where this company is operating, headquartered in Italy, as well as this company is operating in UK, US, Poland, which is currently investing about 5% of its GDP into defense, so worth noting. So this is what's happening, and perhaps it's going to be investing for perhaps this year, next year or so. I don't know if it's sustainable to invest such a large percentage of GDP in defense, but either way, as well as Israel. So that's domestic markets where its companies operating. Business areas include electronics, helicopters, aircrafts, cybersecurity, which is very promising area, which within the UK they constantly looking for professionals who can work within this area. From my personal expertise, not necessarily that many businesses are looking to adapt or improve their cybersecurity. So what they're looking for professionals in this area, right? As well as space, unicrafts or unmanned area vehicles. So different names, but they have defined it as unicrafts, right? Or drones, I guess. aerostructures, as well as automation. Is some of those 8 different key areas where this company looking to advance in. 2030 strategic plan, the B tomorrow. Leonardo 2030 strategic plan set out Leonardo's future ambitions, aimed to consolidating the company's position as a leader in international IDNS sector and maintaining its central role in important strategic cooperation initiatives such as well as driving future technologies cycles. Leonardo's growth plan for the next 10 years involves strengthening its core activities, evolving products and services, and nurturing its technological innovation processes. I'll attach stock information and perhaps how company stock is trading. But I'm not being promoted. I'm not supporting any of those companies. If anything, do your own research and try to understand why companies might do well, why some of the companies might do worse, and if anything, try to understand your decision making and why would you or anybody would be interested in any of those companies, right? If you are interested in developing yourself, I have published a journal within within this journal. I'm focusing a lot on how to develop a habits. Hopefully that will last. If you were to work from cover to cover, I would highly recommend to focus on your time 24 hours. Everyone has it. The same opportunities available the same 24 hours. What you do within those hours, looking to improve yourself, perhaps build some knowledge if it's something that you're interested in, perhaps pick up some new subjects to read on or learn about, and from those you can progress into developing something perhaps that would be able to offer a lot of value to large groups of people, hopefully. I have identified core areas would benefit everyone to begin with, and from there you can progress into improving those areas. But if you were to start, I would highly recommend to start with areas that I have highlighted to focus on every 24 hours. You can find it in the description below, as well as top retailers has this journal. If anything, just a quick note, right? I'm biased. I really like Italian, everything what's in Italian. So it's just my self preference, right? It's just me, right? So it's up to perhaps people what they are looking to do with their time, with their money, with the research that you are interested in doing. It's up to you, right? For some reason, I need to keep repeating that. But either way, the company itself, it has a drone contest. It's something that I like to bring more attention to. Leonardo Drone Contest is open innovation challenge designed and launched by Leonardo in collaboration with the 6 Italian universities to encourage the development of artificial intelligence applied to uncrewed systems. They aim to the project is to encourage creation of the innovation ecosystems that involves and brings together the capabilities of large companies, universities, small and medium enterprises, and national spin-offs and startups. Perhaps it will worth taking a look at some of those companies as well as I'm not entirely sure what happens with intellectual property. If you were to work together with some of those companies have a lot of perhaps what can be considered by definition. It's not as accurate, but either way, it can be considered has all the infrastructure right when it comes to perhaps manufacturing. They might be interested in or looking to hire large groups of people who like to work within those areas, as well as I have seen a lot of bases, right? NATO bases in Italy. For some reason, there's a lot of compared to perhaps the rest of European region, right? Well, there's a lot of opportunities. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Since if you are interested, if anything, feel free to reach out to some of those companies there, and you might be able to get a job if it's something that you're interested in doing, working with a team, highly skilled professionals, sourcing finance. Either you can be independent or you perhaps interested in getting a job, right? Myself, I'll might as well reach out, see what they can offer, perhaps send a contract. The least that I can do, read the contract. Perhaps if they have some systems out there that or understand what will be the process of working together with some of those companies, market leaders, if so to say. Well, I don't know that much about the market, but based on information that I'm able to find, it seems like some of the companies out there I've been working within different interests for a very long time, right? Either way, let's come back to this competition. In particular, Leonardo is supporting the activities of 6 PhD students, one per university from the Politecnico. That's what I mean. How you can hate something Italian, right? Politecnico of Turin. There are people who I have dealt in business with from Turin, and the same people who driven a sports car on the roofs, right? So we're talking about interesting people of that who long story, long story. And Milan and from universities of Bologna, San Anno, or Pisa, Rome, Tor, Vengo. Perhaps it's very domestic. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, I can reach out and say hi. For 3 years, these students have been engaged in developing autonomous drone guidance systems, sharing both university and Leonardo resources and knowledge for the trial-own competition. The 6 PhD students each had their own multidisciplinary team made up of students from different courses and levels in the engineering area, where each member enriched their experience throughout the teamwork and by achieving the contest objectives. Perhaps this competition is already over, but I'm not entirely sure. So I hope it's not. But either way. So if they have necessary facilities, perhaps finance everything. If you are interested to do business, it's still worth reaching out to those companies. But either way, it's I'm reading this for the first time myself. Uh, Launched in 2019, the Leonardo Drone Contest has taken place in a 3 year period and consists of 2 annual events: a scientific symposium and competition of first 2 competitions in 2020 and 2021 saw the 6 universities. Teams challenge each other in increasingly competitive rounds of the airfield of Leonardo Turin site. It was a true drone game, with the level of complexity increasing each year. The 2022 competition takes place in 6th and 7th October, marked by a conclusion of this experimental cycle of final engagement between 6 teams and the last chance to snatch ultimate victory and prepare for a new adventure. Either way, so it's a perhaps ongoing event. I'm very interested in overall approach of the way how this company is structuring that and trying to increase the knowledge base as well as make it fun, I guess, engaging activity for people out there in universities working. Perhaps it's closed, perhaps, so not necessarily outside people, not necessarily based within Italy or from outside of universities are able to participate or reach out to those organizations, but I'll do that either way. Just me, I guess, but either way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.